I just saw a story this morning about Napoli. Napoli has had a second earthquake this week of a magnitude of 4 on the Richter scale, 4 being quite dangerous. Yes, you can imagine for a place like Napoli, anything higher could really result in further damage. I was in Napoli only a couple of months ago, and that's why I felt interested in making this quick video about it, because I understand how crowded Napoli is as a city. Napoli, if you don't know, is a really famous city in southern Italy. It's kind of halfway between the north and the south, but further south you go from Napoli, the kind of more rural it gets, the poorer it gets. The area is called the Mezzogiorno, and Napoli itself is super famous for two things. One, Mount Vesuvius, the volcano, which released the ash and the eruption to drown out Pompeii, the historical city. Here are a few pictures of Pompeii. I was near Pompeii and took a few pictures myself. I was even interested in going up to Mount Vesuvius, but the weather wasn't good enough when I was there at the time in March. Now, as I was saying, this is the second earthquake to hit Napoli this week, and the crazy thing is that there are still 3 million people living in this region. 3 million people live in the danger zone for either an earthquake or a volcanic eruption. So things haven't changed that much since Pompeii. Now, it is true Pompeii is a lot closer to Mount Vesuvius than Napoli is, but there are other parts of Napoli that are subject to earthquakes and subject to volcanic eruptions. For now, they estimate that about 800,000 people are living in the designated yellow zone for risk and danger, and 500,000 in the red zone. So you can see that this is quite a serious case. We would hate to see something reoccur like Pompeii or like Morocco or Turkey in recent times. I want you just to be aware of this, so you know if you're traveling to Napoli, there are a few small risks relating to earthquakes in the region. Now, there have been kind of many small earthquakes over the years, and they haven't meant an awful lot, but when you travel to Napoli, you will see the infrastructure isn't really designed to cope with anything stronger than probably the earthquakes that we have seen just there right now. They were saying that the ground was lifting 3.5 meters in places, so I think they were really lucky not to have any major damage. But of course, Napoli is always going to be subject to these earthquake conditions for many, many years to come, and if you want to see the city, you'll have to take that risk on board. But yeah, just wanted you to be aware of that. The situation in Napoli at the moment is developing. Hopefully nothing else happens. Hopefully it calms down. We will follow the story. Hopefully nothing else happens in Napoli, and hopefully things stay the way they are. Let's hope so.